welcome to Headlines Now with me, Deepthi. Before we move into all the stories for today in detail, let's have a quick look at the top headlines. Chidambaram confirms the man who handled the 26/11 attacker, Zabiuddin Ansari, has been arrested. Congress waves goodbye to Pranab Mukherjee, who will hand in his resignation tomorrow, ending a 32-year-old relationship with the party. Jayalalitha and Sasikala will face criminal charges in the corruption case against them, the Supreme Court has asserted. To prop up the value of the rupee, the RBI opens up capital inflows, hikes foreign investment in government securities. Power Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde answers on Adarsh while a case is filed on Veerbhadra Singh in a graft case. Is there more trouble for UPA? After battling cancer, Yuvraj Singh hopes to make a comeback in September for the Champions Trophy. The BCCI asserts that the decision review system is not foolproof even as ICC recommends its usage. And the third Grand Slam of the year, Wimbledon, kicks off today. The front runners are predictable, but eyes on the dark horses as well. News in detail. The Supreme Court today stated that the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha and her confidant Sasikala Natarajan will continue to face criminal proceedings for the alleged corruption case. Ms. Jayalalitha has been accused of misusing her term in office from 1991 to 1996 to benefit herself and her friends. She has appeared in a court in Bangalore twice last year to answer several hundred questions put to her along with Ms. Sasikala. Moving on, Home Minister P. Chidambaram has confirmed that the 26/11 handler Zabiuddin Ansari alias Abu Jindal is in custody of the Indian investigative agencies. It is a huge breakthrough for investigators probing the 26/11 attack. He was a much wanted terrorist who was among 6 instructors who attacked Mumbai on 26/11. Now, who exactly is Syed Zabiuddin Ansari and what exactly was his role in 26/11? He is a Lashkar-e-Toiba handler of 26/11 attackers. He was one of the handlers who coordinated between the Indian Mujahideen and Lashkar-e-Toiba. He allegedly gave instructions to 26/11 attackers. He is also allegedly taped the intercepts of the conversation between the attackers and the handlers, which had Ansari making the chilling statement, "Ye to sirf trailer hai, asal film baki hai," which means this is just the trailer and the film is yet to start rolling. Ansari is 30 years old and allegedly belongs to B district in Maharashtra. He is also known by names Zab Ansari, Abu Hamza and Abu Jindal. Ansari was allegedly originally a member of the banned terror group SIMI and was later recruited by Lashkar-e-Toiba. But 26/11 is not the only attack Zabiuddin is allegedly involved in. He is also wanted for attacks on Mumbai trains in 2006, in which 180 people were killed. Also, according to Bangalore police, Ansari is one of the absconding accused in 2005 Indian Institute of Science attack case.
The Delhi police have been doing magnificent job, and I'm sure that the investigations will take place. We will just await the investigation. Let the Delhi police go through the investigation first, and then they will send a report to the government, and then we will certainly see what appropriate follow-up action that can be taken. Things are getting normalized with Pakistan. It is our fond hope that a sincere effort on the part of both the countries to live as good neighbors has to be adopted, and India has always been willing to do that, and we hope that Pakistan will respond.
So, with the arrest of Syed Zabiuddin, Indian investigators now have in their custody the Indian voice on the 26/11 attack tapes. The man who could be heard instructing the terrorist in Hindi using phrases like Prashasan and the infamous line, "Ye to abhi trailer hai, picture abhi baki hai."
Does an Indian handler exist in the 26/11 terror plot?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
हेलो। अच्छा, जिंदल भाई ने जब आपको कोई बयान लिखवाया था वो है आपके पास? ये वो मैंने रात जला दिया, वैसे मुझे याद है वो।
This was a conversation during the attack between Imran Babar, one of the two terrorists who laid siege to Nariman House, and his handler in Pakistan.
ये तो हमारा अभी तो ट्रेलर है, अभी असल फिल्म तो अभी बाकी है। हुकूमत ये बात जान ले कि ये तो हमारा ट्रेलर है, अभी असल फिल्म बाकी है। ट्रेलर है। एक छोटा सा उदाहरण है या छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल है।
A chilling warning to India that was recorded by the Indian security agencies. Words that raised suspicion.
हुकूमत जो है तो पीठ थपथपाती है और प्रशासन जो है तो सर पर टोले मारती है। हुकूमत की दोहरी पॉलिसी।
Choice of words like Prashasan and Udharan that are intrinsically Hindi, though the accent is Punjabi throughout.
अभी हुकूमत को आगे देखना है कि और क्या क्या होता है। इजराइल के साथ गठबंधन ना किया जाए।
When Kassab confessed in court, he claimed an Indian handler, Abu Jundal, was the one who taught them Hindi. A man the terrorist and his handler repeatedly referred to.
अच्छा, जुंदल भाई ने जब आपको कोई बयान लिखवाया था वो है आपके पास? नहीं, वो मैंने रात जला दिया, वैसे मुझे याद है वो, लेकिन वो इधर के हवाले से नहीं है।
The former NSD chief had hinted at this local support.
The local support is something which the investigating agencies would definitely look into.
Now, the questions have returned to the Home Minister's door for a confirmation. With Sudhiranjan Sen in Mumbai, Tejas Mehta for NDTV.
Moving on, the Congress Working Committee met to give a farewell to Pranab Mukherjee, one of its longest-serving members. The meeting witnessed some emotional moments with members telling Pranab that he will be missed. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, Congress President Sonia Gandhi and Defence Minister A.K. Anthony praised him for his contribution to the party. Pranab will resign from the party's primary membership once he files his nomination for the presidential elections on the 28th of June. Today is the last day of Pranab Mukherjee as Finance Minister.
Today,
yes, sir.
My long association with Congress Working Committee, almost for 32 years, from 1978 till today.
Right, sir.
So they bid me well and also farewell.
Yes, sir.
I met Prime Minister. Tomorrow I will be putting in my paper.
सबने प्रणब जी के गुणों की चर्चा की, उनके योगदान की चर्चा की और अपनी प्रसन्नता व्यक्त की। सबसे अंत में प्रणब जी ने कुछ बातें कहीं। उन्होंने कहा कि मैंने हमेशा अपने को एक कांग्रेस जन समझा है और मुझे संतोष है कि मैं जो कुछ कर सकता था मैंने पार्टी के लिए किया। अनेक प्रकार की जिम्मेदारियां सरकार में ही नहीं, मुझे संगठन में भी निभाने का मौका मिला। निश्चय ही उन्हें इसका संतोष होगा।
A CBI court in Hyderabad has extended the judicial remand of YSR Congress chief YS Jagan Mohan Reddy till July 4th. Jagan appeared before the court in the disproportionate assets case through video conferencing from Chanchalguda prison, where he is lodged. He was arrested on May 2nd for allegedly hatching a conspiracy to defraud the government. In a move aimed at benefiting students of backward and most backward communities, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha today gave administrative sanction for construction of hostels at a cost of ₹61 crore. Apparently, land has been identified to construct buildings for 69 hostels which would house 50 students each and 15 hostels which would house 100 students each. These hostels were functioning in private buildings so far. Jayalalitha had also granted 3.35 crore for setting up solar-powered equipment in these buildings. Tamil Nadu Cooperatives Minister Sellu Raju's son, Tamil Mani, was killed in a road accident in the city. He was first admitted to Government General Hospital last night, from where he was shifted to Apollo Hospital and was put on ventilator support. The 27-year-old Tamil Mani was pronounced dead this afternoon. His body will be taken to the minister's native Madurai district for last rites. Political parties in Coimbatore were all out protesting, condemning the stand of Kerala building a check dam across the Sirvani river. Tamilar Vidudalai Iyakkam cadres gathered before the Coimbatore collectorate and raised slogans against Kerala government and burned the effigy of Chief Minister Oman Chandi. Periyar DK cadres also gathered in front of the Red Cross Society in Coimbatore and raised slogans against this issue, and they also demanded that the centre intervene in this.
அட்டப்பாடி பகுதியில் அணை கட்ட முயற்சிக்கக்கூடிய தடுப்பணை கட்ட முயற்சிக்கக்கூடிய கேரள அரசினுடைய போக்கு தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்கள் விரோத போக்காக குறிப்பாக கோவை ஈரோடு திருப்பூர் மாவட்ட மக்களுடைய மக்கள் விரோத போக்காக நாங்கள் கருதுகிறோம். கேரள அரசு தன்னுடைய நிலைப்பாட்டை மாற்றிக் கொள்ள வேண்டும்.
Good news for farmers in southern Tamil Nadu. The Mullai Periyar Dam has been opened for irrigation in Uttamapalayam, Theni, Bodhi and Kambam for the cultivation of kharif crops. It was inaugurated by State Finance Minister O. Pannirselvam. 200 cubic feet of water per second will be coming in these areas for the next 120 days. With this move, 15,000 acres of cultivable land will be benefited. We'll move to a short break now. More news and updates on the other side. Stay with us.